You're just the type I hope you'll forgive me for making assumptions, but... well, you look like someone who knows how to fight. I mean, if not, then you certainly fooled me. If you do know how to fight, well then, we could really use your help. Defending the city. If you're going to be sticking around, you're probably going to be defending yourself one way or another. If you're willing, though, Sergeant Anteve asked me to send any tough-looking types his way. He's at the West Gate.
I tell you, things grow darker here by the damn hour. Reachmen are right down there. Came in by boat, took the lighthouse, and now they're crawling up in the woods to assess our defenses. And our orders are to just sit here and watch. Captain Huron's fought the bastards' leader before, Strasnock. He says we're outmatched and we have to just wait them out. I say the captain's a few links shy of a full chain. With our defenses weakened, we can't risk waiting. Absolutely. Captain's ordered us to hold back, but not you. And he did say we need more outside help. If you can lop off this Strasnock's head, it'd be... I won't lie to you, friend. Things are grim. The king and his heirs are dead. Our forces decimated. Crows are everywhere. People have lost hope. Bring Strasnock's head to Captain Huron at the South Gate. That'll be a big win for us. The king's brother, Duke Renchant. He's at least acting as regent right now. Should have been Queen Argella who took over, but she's not been herself. Understandable after losing her husband and her children, but the people miss her. I wouldn't say that. They just don't know him. Renchant's doing the best he can with what he's got. He's taking action. He's the one who put Captain Huron in charge of defenses. I'm trying not to hold that against him, though. I shouldn't talk bad about the captain. He's probably the right man for the job. He's a Nord, and he's fought the Reachmen before. With most of our officers dead, the Duke only had so many options, and we had to have someone new. Sir Jarned? Poor old sot. He was escorting Princess Alara when she got ambushed and killed. Jarned would have been better off if he had died there too. I thought the Queen was going to have him executed. He got off lucky, really. Beats the oblivion out of me. Ever since King Aemon died, they've been showing up all over the city. With all their cackling, it's a damn plague. Creepy, too. They're just sitting there, watching us.
Let's move. Let's ride. Can't even hear myself think here. You want the tie? Fine. Fire now!
Set it ablaze!
Don't just stand there.
Burn! That'll teach them not to cross us. Always worth stocking up. Move now! Lighting up!
Light it!
Split up! A while back, I said I'd write Mevi about finding more of that metal we discovered in the Reformers' lab. Well, she finally got back to me. Not about the metal, but about Dimike, the one Raynilla was helping escape when she, you know, died. As far as I can tell, Mevi said she's been adjusting well to her new life. Didn't say where specifically, in case the letter got intercepted. But Dimike wants to meet. She's going to be in Shadowfen, in the marshes north of Alton Coromont. No idea, but I was thinking. Something about where he's hiding, something that could help us track him down. I agreed to meet with her. Then we're off to the swamps. Then we're off to the swamps. Wonderful. Try not to catch anything, unless it's fish. I don't know her. She was the last one Raynilla freed from the Reformer before she died. We were enslaved under the Reformer together. The way she tells it, I was like a brother to her, but I don't remember any of that. It sounds like she's settling in well to her new life. She's found her people, and I've got you. I could try. I just don't want to disappoint her. I lost my memories years ago. The Sharp that Dimike knew might be gone for good. His replacement isn't exactly a ray of sunshine. I don't want to hurt her more. She's been through enough. Before I met you, I used to pass through Stormhold every now and again. As far as cities go, it's not so bad. Before that, no idea. Could be that I hatched in Shadowfen before the Reformers' slavers took me. But not anymore. Don't see the point. I used to make up stupid stories about where I came from just to, I don't know, entertain myself, chase off loneliness. Want to guess how many involved me being a slave? None. Not a single one. My favorite one was something about my parents not wanting to give me up to be a shadow scale. So, we lived on the run from the Dark Brotherhood, trying to track us down and make me one of their assassins. I told you it was stupid. Oh, my parents begged some spinner to rewrite my destiny at the cost of our memories of each other. Explains why I woke up in Valenwood, and despite everything, I became a merc anyway. The irony and continuity were very important to me at the time. Have I ever told the fanciful children's tale of my secret imaginary past to anyone else? Come on. And it really is like a children's tale, so if you enjoyed it, just think about what that says about you. I guess our finding her in Windhelm inspired her to pick up Raynilla's work where it left off. Sounds like a lot of work for her to take on alone. Hate to see her make the same mistake Raynilla did. I am helping. We're helping. Killing the Reformer, cutting things off at the head. It's the only way I know how to help. And it'll help me sleep at night, knowing he's dead. He wrote a while back, plenty of griping, which I expected, asked if there was anything else he could do to help us, which I did not expect, even offered to tag along. Can you believe that? No way. Our work is dangerous, and you know what he's like. He'd just get in the way, or killed, or hurt, and then we'd never hear the end of it. Better if he just settles into some cushy little life somewhere, not that it'll stop him complaining. Who's next? Useful. Hold on to that. That gear of yours won't hold out much longer. Good on you. You're ready for anything. Good eye. Useful. Hold on to that. You're going to regret this. Shake it off! Let's end them! Move it!
Torch it!
Crazy! Looking drained, Merc. Top yourself off.
You know what that's good for? Ah, you'll figure it out.
I heard that someone released King Lelorian from the lightless oubliette.
Here we go. Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, stay with me. Burn me.
Better overstocked than under.
Roll out of there! Knuckleballs for my necklace! Gotta be better than that.
Building up a stash. Good thinking. That jingle of coins. Always a comfort.
Let's end them.
Stand in the flame!
Over so soon.
People. Great. You could brew something nice with that.
Buying goods at fair prices.
Good to get stocked up.
My heart is heavy. So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. I've tangled with a Reachman or two in my day, and my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose you've come to enlist in the town guard, have you? You have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will want to meet you. Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well.
If you have a moment, I would appreciate a word. Pardon my intrusion, but I would speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf. He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well. Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses, but of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard. Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks. I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellen. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible. Sadly, I expect you are most likely to find him in the tavern, drinking away his sorrows. After Princess Ilara was killed while under his protection, the Queen herself demanded he step down. He was crushed. By no means does she wish to reinstate him, but Sir Jarnet was the captain of the guard here in Evermore for more than a decade. He was a longtime friend of King Aemond as well. The Queen simply wants to hear his assessment of the city's defenses. If we knew that, we wouldn't have to ask for your assistance. The bottom line is that the Queen deferred to Duke Renshin because she believed he was better suited to defend the city. Now, she simply wants to make sure he's doing a good job. Just vague rumors. Let's face it, our forces were devastated in the last battle with the Reachmen, and there is no doubt our defenses are stretched thin. We just want to make sure that everything possible is being done to protect the city. With the city in such dire straits, the Queen is determined to avoid controversy. If people heard she was inquiring as to the state of the city's defenses, there would be an uproar. If you conduct the inquiries, however, it can be more...
This is absurd. I've committed no crime, and they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to Rut, but I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken, and then these damn crows will eat my remains. For speaking the truth, nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankarai, and mark my words, they will come here next. Because I have just come from Hollandstand. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up. They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here.
Truth is silenced. It is the people who are people. I, the North, with fearful eyes. But it's from the South that the storm approaches. With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be. No! The telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch. I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
Yeah!
Nutrients, but the box has not. Great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled. I know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. It's you. I know this is a desperate city in desperate times, but this is not the gift the city needs.
Right. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. If anyone goes, it'll be us. With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left. You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who. Renchant, sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild. Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do. More than me, at least.
When there's no knowledge in the tops of towers, check the bottoms of bottles. One can witness the larger view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides. The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secret. A secret told is no secret, but all knowledge has its time.
Do not waste my time.
Molly, why me?
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt. Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention? Oh, of course. Glerica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Renchant handle all matters of state. I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family... I just need time, and I believe this is how I can best serve the people right now. If you have concerns about security, though, you must report them to the Duke. Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glerica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These matters are the Duke's concern now, and he has my support. He'll appreciate your help, though.
Ready.
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. And it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. There's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain. Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name? As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city? Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered. Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the Guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it. I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense. So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though. Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive...
This one swears it. How did this come?
Let's see how well you fight.
Still describe spins with skill and speed. He's glad to have you on his side. Behold, bask in its magnificence. Shh. That's Valina.
Master. No one leaves until I find it.
No one has ever challenged me. should have done your research before challenging me.
I'll batter your bones with hard covers.
What are we up to today?
All hope seems lost.